The Giant Forest by Olive Porter. Illustrated by Ken Gamage. Sam, Jill. All the worms were hungry. Jill and Sam promised to get acorns for everyone to eat. But the acorns were on the other side of the forest, the giant forest. Gate. Everyone stood at the big gate and cheered for Jill and Sam. On the other side stood the giant trees. Jill and Sam went into the forest. The worms looked up. "Have you ever seen a place like this?" asked Jill. "No, this is amazing," said Sam. "I'm so glad we were brave enough to come into the giant forest." Tall stems. The worms looked up. Sam pointed to tall stems with yellow flowers at the top. "Those trees must touch the sky," said Sam. "They are the biggest trees I have ever seen." Spikes. Jill pointed to stems with big spikes. Red flowers blossomed on the stems. "Look at those spikes," said Jill. "I bet they would make the others scared," said Sam. "But not us," said Jill. Drooping stems. The worms crept along underneath huge stems and leaves. Some of the stems held fruit and were drooping to the ground. Berries. "I have never seen trees with berries like these," said Sam. "But our friends don't want berries," said Jill. "We have to keep going." Acorns. Soon, Jill reached a big green tree and stopped to look at something. "I think I see the acorns," she cried. Sam stood up a little taller to look. The Giant Forest. "You're right," yelled Sam, and they headed for the acorns. "The giant forest isn't scary at all," said Jill. "Next time everyone can come," said Sam. Responding. Target skill. Sequence of events. What do Jill and Sam see in the giant forest? Copy this chart and fill in what the worms see first, next, and last. Write about it. Text to world. What else would you like to know about acorns? Use a nature book to research more about acorns and the animals that eat them. Then, write a few sentences about the facts you learn. Be sure that your first sentence tells your research topic. Target vocabulary. Blossomed. Crops. Drooping. Fortunate. Harmful. Promised. Sprouting. underneath. Target skill, sequence of events. Tell the order in which things happen. Target strategy, monitor, clarify. Find ways to figure out what doesn't make sense. Genre. A fantasy is a story that could not happen in real life.